In today's gaming news, Double Fine unveils massive Chalice on Kickstarter, weekend deals include The Walking Dead, Primal Carnage, Dark Souls, and more, and Sony claims the PlayStation 4 is first and foremost focused on games. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is Friday, May the 31st. My name is Force, here with your day's gaming news. First up today, Double Fine has revealed a massive Chalice. This is a turn-based tactics game that is currently going through Kickstarter. Massive Chalice is a single-player, turn-based tactics game set in a multi-generational strategy campaign. You play as an immortal king or queen attempting to unite your kingdom, eliminate a demonic threat, and rebuild the Massive Chalice. The game is broken up into two layers, a kingdom management strategy layer, and a turn-based combat tactics layer. The Kickstarter for Massive Chalice began yesterday and has already made over $500,000 out of its $725,000 goal. Well, I've got to hand it to Double Fine once again. Not only have they managed to make an amazing Kickstarter video that's hilariously funny, as Tim Schafer typically is, but they've also managed to, within the first day, almost reach their funding goal. I don't know how they do it, but Double Fine seems to have a handle on this whole Kickstarter thing. And honestly, I could not be more excited. I was sort of behind their adventure game, but I'm really not that into adventure games. I'm really interested, though, in what Massive Chalice is bringing to the table. A turn-based tactics game in a fantasy setting with Double Fine's humor. All of those things combined leave me very excited. Next up, we'll be talking about this weekend's deals on Steam, Good Old Games, and more. This weekend's Steam deal includes 90% off the Alan Wake franchise and 40% off Devil May Cry. Primal Carnage is also available to play for free this weekend with a 50% discount on the game. Good Old Games is offering 50% off adventure games from Activision. The Humble Weekly sale lets you pay what you want for 6 titles from Telltale Games, and paying above the average will get you The Walking Dead. And lastly, both Ghost Recon Future Soldier and Dark Souls are available at a discount on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Lots of great games available at a fantastic discount, and since Primal Carnage is the free-to-play game this weekend, I wanted to touch on that for a moment. You know, when I last played Primal Carnage, I had a lot of fun with the game. My only complaint was the lack of map variety, but I believe that's something that they've added upon, and the fact that a game is available to try for free this weekend, I definitely suggest giving it a look if you like hunting dinosaurs. Who doesn't like hunting dinosaurs? And last up in news today, Sony, appearing to try to capitalize on all of the confusion and anger behind the Xbox One reveal, has announced that the PlayStation 4 is going to be primarily focused on video games. Would you look at that? Speaking at yesterday's D11 conference, Sony boss Kaz Hirai said, "The most important thing we need to make sure we do, at least initially, is that we all agree and understand that the PS4 is a great video game console that appeals to video gamers. If we miss that part, then I don't think we get the initial establishment of the console. We take a look at this first and foremost as a game console." Now, Kaz went on to say that other entertainment options are going to be available with the PlayStation 4, but they want to send the message across that games are the primary focus. I know lots of people are going to jump on Xbox and cheer behind the PlayStation when it comes to all of these recent announcements and all of this confusion, but the truth is that both these systems are likely to be very similar. I know there's all this uproar about the used game fiasco when it comes to the Xbox One, but chances are that there's going to be a similar, if not identical, used game solution for the PS4 as well. They just haven't announced it yet because they're letting Microsoft take a brunt of the abuse. I mean, truthfully, most of the pressure when it comes to this used game solution is coming more so from the publishers than Microsoft and Sony themselves. And if Sony doesn't have a similar used game solution to what Xbox has, then there's going to be a lot of publishers going exclusively to that one console and not the other. And neither one of these companies want that to happen. So they are going to be fairly similar. The difference, though, is the message coming across to the gaming community. Microsoft has sent a terrible message to us saying that it's going to be primarily entertainment focused, and Sony is sending the proper message saying it's going to be primarily focused on games. However, E3 is still right around the corner, and I've got a feeling that Xbox is going to be showing a lot of the games coming out for the console during that event, at which point maybe public opinion will drastically change, or at least the opinion of gamers. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the show. As always, thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. You're totally wrong, Force. The Xbox and PlayStation are going to be way different. PlayStation's so much better. I hate to break it to you, but they're gonna be about identical. With the exception of maybe some hardware differences, both systems, feature-wise, will probably be about the same. Sorry.